Hello people of the world, my name is Reecetrip and welcome back to some more What Remains of Edith Finch.
My mom moved up
wow.
to the loft after her brothers died.
Okay. So something to do with the loft,
At
yeah.
the time, it was as far away as she could get.
That one was like horrible.
I can't imagine what it was like for her to lose two sons after she'd already She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Okay, so after that, I guess I slide down. Eee.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Hi. And so there's the wedding. Whee! It must be a super windy day. You can get that kind of thing out with a kite. Watch, I can do figure eights around the sun. Okay, now what? Attack!
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Huzzah! Attack. Okay. Hey, there's the house. Okay. Don't get stuck in the tree. Whee! Whoa, I found words. Yes, I found
When the time
words.
for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Eh.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go
Oh god,
inside
it's hard
the
to
tent.
control it. It's harder to control it now. Wow, that wind really has picked up. You sure isn't a tornado
Rain
coming?
came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Not the tent.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Yeah, I think you should just go indoors, because that's like a... Yeah, this isn't good. Whoa. Holy crap.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day.
Okay, that's cool.
Out there on the beach alone. Just you, the wind, the sea, and foam.
Oh,
But I
okay.
didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Okay. Now where do I go? Okay, maybe now I'm supposed to go up there, and maybe I'd like done it in the wrong order. Here we go. Come on. Rock climbing's fun, right? Right, come on, you're there. Oh, there was a window the whole time. Okay, never mind.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Okay.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Oh, so this is why the
And
other
to see kids in the house again.
the other rooms were built, because they sealed up the rooms after they died. So because of that, they just built more
The
rooms.
house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
I just figured that out now.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
And there's the next one.
The beginning
Okay.
of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
On his birthday... I have to look through here. Wait, it says...
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Yeah, because it's empty. Who's Milton? Milton Finch. Because there's no date to it. Okay. That reminds me of a war shack. That's a terrible house. How do you expect people to live in that when they're so small? Okay, that was a terrible joke, I know. Even more climate, God's sake. Oh no, so I guess he did die, but they didn't write it in the thing.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Okay. Wait, what? Oh, cool. Oh god, Inception. Oh, that's clever. Just the Inception thing about it. And I guess he didn't get to finish it.
I was 4
2003.
when Milton disappeared.
Yeah, disappeared. So he's technically not dead. There is no confirmation of his death. I mean, the music's really good with this.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Okay. Out we go.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Wait, so Milton found something in the house? I forgot to, I walked around that bit to see if there was anything new, and now I'm getting stuck. So now I've got to go upwards. I will say this level's designed really good to make sure I'm not going the wrong way or going someplace early.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
They were talking about the cannery, weren't they? Like when you worked at like the cannery. You know what I meant. Where there was a bunch of stuff that he was feeding the cat. There was the salmon and or sardines, whatever they were, the canned fish.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
I wonder what that is. Oh, thank God that isn't. What console is that? My God, the Wonderland
Lewis and I spent a lot
Turbo.
of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Yeah, well, I haven't died in this game yet, so I must be doing something right. He has a PC with like 2 monitors as well. Lewis Finch.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Done. How do I let go?
He kept working at the cannery,
Help! Oh, okay.
but he withdrew part of himself.
I'm gonna lose my hand.
In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
It's gonna happen.
His mind began to
Wonder? Think of something else. I know what I'm gonna have to do. I hate it. Okay, thank God it isn't that. He said his mind began to, and then... Okay. Can I get some more fish here?
wander.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I missed. I can't do both. It's trying to get me to do both. His mind began to wander. Okay, this
I
is
asked him to
epic
describe
game.
it.
It's okay, my mind's like this all the time at
He
work.
said he started small.
But not video games, and it's definitely not as dangerous as what he's doing.
Imagining a labyrinth.
Oh, mazes are terrible though. It's like the worst thing you could imagine.
He'd feel his way about.
I'm gonna cut off my own hand and not realize it now, aren't I? Like, it'll get
Then
me to
something
wonder.
moved. Bats. And toads.
Like, just be careful. Because I'm not about to lose my hand. I mean, most likely that's what's gonna happen, but still.
Things that have not names.
Things that have not names.
He knew it was
Like
all in
fish.
his head.
Oh, that was interesting.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Wow, it is, it's getting more complex. Da-da-da.
But he found something more.
Okay, just be careful. We don't want this going the wrong way.
I worried about him then.
You know, on the bright side, you're still being
Daydreaming
very
at the cannery.
productive.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Yeah, well, that's what happens.
Like a whole new Lewis.
Because you can just blur it all out.
So I let him go on.
It becomes systematic. Oh,
I even encouraged him.
it's gonna get harder for him to
It
see.
seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
His name is Dog. Yeah, this is too much.
On the edge of a city he named
Daydreaming.
Lewis-topia.
Like,
He
that's
built
the
the
issue.
city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Hello, everybody. I am the king.
And songs for them to play.
The thing is, it's working as well because I'm paying more attention to this now than what I
About
am to
starting a
fish.
band.
So,
And he was always humming something.
dun, 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 dun.
Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Kill the fish.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
Until...
Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the
Fake.
stones under his feet,
Went real.
were all in his imagination,
Yeah.
so he could do whatever he wished.
Uh-oh. It's gonna go the wrong
He
way.
held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
So now he's
It
getting
became a game
imagination.
for him.
Yeah, it will do. Even more. These goddamn fish. Next.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Conquer it. Get it.
New Louisville.
New Louisville. That's a terrible name.
St. Louis.
Okay, that one's decent at least.
He started drifting away from our reality.
Well, that's easier said than done, isn't it?
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Uh-oh.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Oh, turn. There we go.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
Okay. Well, it's already
Handsome
leading this
queen.
way, so...
The Queen was on her own quest for
Radiant rainbows.
radiant rainbows.
Oh god, I killed the rainbow. Ah, I killed it.
He followed the sound of her
No, screw it. Electric sitar. Whatever that is.
electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
I'm still gonna end up losing my hand.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh no! Oh no! I can't see it anymore.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Crap. I don't want to lose my hand. It's the right one as well. I need video games.
But he was so proud of having created it.
Haha.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
I hate this. Can I not just put my hand in this now? In this, like, extremely scary tension?
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
Da da da.
And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Oh god, Mr. Beardo. This is... Oh,
My
just-
imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
It's too... You've gone too far. And now it's just his regular self now. Wow, is that the new... Oh, this is actually his locker as well, but I guess he doesn't care for it now.
Began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
That's him there. Just drifting, right?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Here I go.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
He's gonna jump. Okay.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Hello everyone. Nice to meet you. Dun, dun. Yes, hello. That's some great
Including
music
the
you got
wise
going.
Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
That is a cat. Oh, it's Molly, the cat. They're dead. No, the music's actually pretty good, so... Oh, it's no longer a... It's the queen. Hello.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Remove his hand. Oh. I was joking.
Down his head.
No. No. I hate this. B-roll.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
I thought he was gonna lose his hand, not his head.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Okay. That escalated quickly. Open the door. There we go. Oh, it's a pull door. Great. Okay, well, I'm going to leave this episode here. Leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you in the next one. Thumbs up, outro.